Oh dear. Hi, lovely. Before I start this beautiful video of Elden Ring content, I want to talk about Rosem Ridgewall. And I can't show you what's in there because I don't want no one to hack me. But you know, you could look store as much cards you want. You got a billfold clip, which is cool. Carbon fiber technology. Now I'm not sponsored by them, but I'm gonna just throw it out there that you guys should get yourself a Ridgewall. Look how many cards it holds up. So you got your little credit cards, your other cards, and all that stuff. Clip for there, and it's gonna be hard for someone to just grab and steal because it's, and not only that, it's portable. And look, not a fat wallet. It can fit in your pants really well, so it doesn't look like your hog's too big and you're turned on when you have it in your pocket because it's a small wallet. So get yourself what's it, Rosin Ridge Wallet. Or you can get your other Ridge Wallet. It don't matter. They're all kind of the same, made of the same stuff. Okay, get back to Elden Ring.
There are four. Miquella, his twin, Maleina, the undefeated swordswoman, Luna Princess Rani, daughter to Renala, and the one only known as the Lord of Blood. Rani is said to have cast aside her grudge. So here at the Hold, if you should learn, I'll trade you for. We both desire as such. I'd expect to find Maleina there. She who fought Radahn to a standstill. Well, if the Scarlet Rot hasn't eaten her away completely. But with the Halig Tree as it is, I suppose Miquella must already be.
Born to Lord Radagon and Queen Marika are the twins, Maleina and Miquella. After the years after Radagon left Queen Renala to go back with Queen Marika to become the second Elden Lord. And it's like it's not like with Radagon wanted to be with Marika. Matter of fact, he thought Marika was crazy, considering the first place of why they split apart and why he tried to repair the Elden Ring when she tried to shatter it. But it was probably a curse that his body has, since she and him share the same body technically. They just split off. Queen Marika put it in him with her curse to obey and come back to be Queen Marika's consort after Godfrey has been banished, because Godfrey was no use to Queen Marika's plan. So Radagon went to become the second Elden Lord and inbred two kids. One's cursed with the eternal childhood, which was Miquella, and the other was cursed with scarlet rot, and that was Maleina, the undefeated swordswoman and the goddess of rot. Which is very weird. It's like, even with gods, it's like, no. Miquella is trapped into the egg, so he's eternally a child, but he's already dead by the time we find us and resurrected, because, this evil sicko from Godfrey's bloodline, one of the cursed twins, Mohg, the Lord of Blood, has killed Miquella and resurrected him just because Miquella has refused Mohg, and Mohg wasn't too happy about that, which killed him. The weird part is that Mohg is actually trying to marry him so he could actually become more powerful, which is very weird because Miquella is still stuck as a child in an egg for eternity, thanks to, misdeeds between Marika and Radagon, because, twins share the same genes. Nothing but the same genes is a good idea, but I digress. Now, Maleina doesn't know that Moog has kidnapped. Does not know that Moog has kidnapped Miquella. Or she don't even know Moog's existence. Because if she did, instead of fighting Radahn, I'm pretty sure she would have went to Mogwin's palace and fought Moog instead of Radahn. Now, my guess to why she went to go fight Radahn was she needs Radahn's strong rune in order to bring back Miquella. Maybe she find out that Miquella has died, but don't know why or how or anything. So she's going out of her way to try and find the cure to bring Miquella back by taking the great rune from Radahn. And since Radahn is known as the strongest of all the demigods, it would make sense, she would want that. But if she knew that Moog was the one who kidnapped and killed him and resurrected him, then then she would have went to Moog. Another thing interesting about Maleina is that she's worshipped in the Shaded Castle. Now, the Shaded Castle royals, they have a lot of poison around them, but their princess had like a lot of poison. So she looked up to Maleina as an idol because Maleina, lived her whole life with scarlet rot, and it is an inspiration to someone who is going through the same thing. And the princess of the Shaded Castle, from what I understand the lore, had poison eating her up, just like how Maleina did. That's how come you see so many prostheses next to the portrait of Maleina. So Maleina is, a well-loved goddess in the Shaded Castle area, and the Shaded Castle nobles. That's why you see her pictures and a bunch of prosthetics. I think some of her prosthetics came from this place, from what I understand. I'm only looking at item descriptions and dialogue, and that's how I find out about these things. But yes, Maleina has waited for so long for Miquella to return, as she says in the cutscene, for his return. Maybe she knows that maybe Miquella could bring himself back and come back to the tree and stay with his sister, and they live inside the tree, the Healit tree. Although the Healit tree is a perfect hiding place because you can only access this if you do a certain puzzle inside the snow fields, and you're going to be smashed and killed a whole lot. So the hiding place was perfect. But even if someone would have found it and stuff like that, anybody who comes in to disturb Maleina's sleep never fares very well. Now, she did defeat Radahn at a standstill, but she didn't fully win the battle. For if you got the item, I don't got the item on my game, but if you got the spirit known as Clear Rot Night Kindly, from what I understand from other people's lore videos and lore in general, Clear Rot Night Kindly was the one who took her body and put her inside the Healit tree to heal, because she lost a whole lot trying to turn into her goddess of rot form to beat Radahn. This is funny because Radahn didn't get defeated. Radahn still lived. So it's quite funny that, she thought that happened. No, but she did infect his brain to the point where Radahn became a mindless being, going back to nothing but primal instincts, even forgetting to use his magic on his horse because he's no longer there. So the war became a standstill, technically. Neither side actually really won that war. So Maleina never got to get the Great Rune. Radahn was still alive until us, the Tarnished, puts Radahn down. And as we're right now, guys, we're trying to put Maleina down, which is going to be very hard at all, because this stuff happened right after that war. Because right after, like, when we just started Journey as the Tarnished, Maleina was already being carried to the Healit tree, while Radahn, lost his marbles completely thanks to the scarlet rot that she spreaded, and also why Caelid looks the way it does. Now, I can't really say that Maleina did something selfish, because this is a very she's come from a tragic life. All she wanted to do was see her brother, but her brother got kidnapped right under her nose during that war. So there was nothing she could have actually done to prevent what was going on. So, you know, she's a very tragic character. And again, this is still the fault of Queen America and Ratigan. Even though Ratigan was under the control and influence of Queen America, still, the tragic lives of the twins are the reason why Maleina still fights today, and why she's still a warrior today, all to find Miquella and to bring him back home to the Helix Tree so they both can live happily ever. Which, I mean, let's be honest, in a Souls game, when is there such thing as a happily ever after? There really isn't. But yes, Maleina is a very interesting character. You know, she still fights even though half her body's covered with scarlet rot. Why she has to wear prosthetic legs, prosthetic arms. You know, almost as if, you know, she's kind of doing the Darth Vader in this one. You know, with a bunch of prosthetics. But the scarlet rot's a very nasty disease. And she ain't the first one who used scarlet rot. She isn't the first one. Scarlet rot has always existed before. She just ended up having it because, well, Ratigan and America did some pretty nice, you know, Alabama type stuff. I'm not going to say on YouTube, but you get the point, you know. Little maiden actions. But yes, that is the tragic story of Maleina, and hopefully this never happens to any other character. But yes, it's very sad. May the crystal be with you.